Hello and welcome to Awesome Toys TV. Today we'll be talking about the new Master Grade Eclipse Gundam. This kit is launched today at the Gundam Base Tokyo through a live stream on YouTube. The entire session was 2 hours long. It was really too long if you ask me, because the entire transformation process of the Eclipse Gundam to mobile armor mode took about 45 minutes. Yes, it is actually very difficult to do transformation, especially on live streaming. It's not fun, I can imagine that. Now, of course, the entire footage is also inclusive of the figurized standard Lacoste climb, but we won't be talking about that. Today, we will just be focusing on the Master Grade Eclipse Gundam. And in this video, there won't be a lot of video footage from the Gundam Base Tokyo because, to be very frank, the session was way too long, too many shaky footages, which I don't think you guys will want to see. But if you do, I'll put a link down below. And right off the bat, I just want to be very clear, this entire video is taken off from the Gundam Base Tokyo live stream on YouTube. We don't have the kit itself on our hand, and we don't actually own any of the footage. So I want to be very clear, so don't add me at the comment section down below. Now, first up, this Master Grade kit of the Eclipse Gundam is polycapless, so it doesn't use any polycaps, and that is something that I really like. It is definitely not new because the older Master Grade F91 also do not use any polycap. So yeah, at least it is something that's been brought forward from those previous kit. This being a Master Grade, of course, we expect amazing articulation and also detail. So I think for those of you who love to do panel lining, you will probably have a field day in terms of panel lining all those awesome details on the armor of the Eclipse Gundam. When I saw the head, there was actually some interesting new movement of expanding and changing of the head on the Eclipse Gundam, so I thought that is actually something very new and unique. So that is something I look forward to as a gimmick into this particular kit. On the arm itself, there are 2 ball joints on the wrist, so you can pretty much do a lot more varied poses for the hand, so that is something actually quite unique as well. And the level of bending on the arm and also on the legs is also very good, something that we expected from a Master Grade line. As usual, Master Grade kits, we always expected some sliding armors when you're moving the entire leg unit as well. So the Eclipse Gundam also do not disappoint, but they also come with additional movement of the ankle. So the ankle now can also move sideways if you want to, so additional movement there. As for the waist, well, there is a connecting shaft that can be pulled out, so you can actually extend a lot more range movement if you want to. This particular kit will come with a display base, so that is something that I think you will probably need if you're going to display this particular kit with the additional optional backpack if you plan to buy that from Gundam Base. Now, before I share my opinion on this particular kit, I want to talk about the most unique part of the weapons, and that is the beam shield. The beam shield itself has a very nice gimmick of opening and expanding for you to insert in the clear green parts for the beam shield. But the entire process to do so on live stream, it took almost 2 minutes by the Gundam Base team. So you can imagine actually it's not as simple as it seems. From the pictures, it looks really easy, but to actually do the transformation of extending the parts to pull in the green clear part, it is actually quite difficult. So if you're a big fan of, transforming your Mobile Suit Gundam kits, I think this will be a kit that you really love. But for those of you who dread doing all this transformation, I think you probably need to have a lot of patience when you're building this particular kit. So what are my thoughts on the new Master Grade Eclipse Gundam? Well, obviously we've been seeing this kit for the longest time on the internet, but finally through the live stream we get to see how it looks like in person, in video. And I have to say, in terms of design wise, I have to say that the Eclipse Gundam does look a little bit too bland. When I say bland, I mean there's too many white color parts. So if you really look at the Eclipse Gundam again, there is way too little color parts in yellow, red and even blue. Everything else is just pretty much white. So for those of you who love to paint and airbrush, I think you'll probably have a field day in repainting the entire kit. But otherwise, the overall aesthetic look of the kit does look a little bit bland. Number 2, the entire kit actually has a lot of play factor, right? And in terms of backward compatibility with all the older Master Grade kits from the Seed series, so you can reuse all the old Master Grade Seed weapon packs to attach it onto the Eclipse Gundam. So that is actually a very nice added bonus for those of you with a lot of Master Grade Seed Gundam kits. So actually that is something that I really like, and that gives the extended buy factor for this particular kit. And last but not least, you will probably want to buy this kit just to do the transformation from mobile suit to mobile armor. The entire process of transforming, to be very frank, is very complex, I have to say. When the Gundam Base team was trying to do it live on YouTube, they actually had to separate the entire torso of the Gundam Eclipse just to focus on transforming the legs and the feet itself before they can even do the upper half of the body of the Master Grade Eclipse Gundam. So there's actually quite a lot of steps involved, even though the official photos from the Gundam Base blog as well makes it look so easy, but there is really quite a lot of steps, and yeah, it's gonna be challenging, but also at the same time it's going to be fun. How well will it stand up to all the transformation? That is something that I wouldn't know until we actually get the kit on our hands. But from the pictures that we've seen so far, when they actually transform the kit and use all the older Perfect Strike weapon kits and also all the other kits from the Seed series, Master Grade series, and they attach it upon the Master Grade Eclipse Gundam, it does give that a different variation look, and I do believe probably by 2022 we will be seeing a lot of Gundam Eclipse or Eclipse Gundam entry into GBWC. My one only concern is, to be very frank, is the arm. During the last stream as well, as you can see, when they were trying to pose the Eclipse Gundam, the front flap of the shoulder armor that's attached to the shoulder armor, that sharp triangle that you see there, that seemed to be going to be somewhat of a hindrance when you're trying to move it around. That particular piece of the front flap attaching to the shoulder armor is probably going to be an obstruction when you're trying to move it around. It's probably going to hit the chest of the Eclipse Gundam quite a lot. So you're gonna probably be a little bit more gentle and patient when you're playing with this particular kit. And a little bit of public service announcement: the Gundam Base Virtual World is open today until the 30th September 2021, so you get to experience everything Gundam at this virtual reality experience that's created by Bandai. You get to see all the Gunpla collection, Gundam Base, Gundam Factory, everything is all at one place. There's quite a lot of content that you can chew through, so go and check it out. I think it's pretty nice for Bandai to actually do something like this, given that how most Gundam and also Gunpla fans is not able to go to Japan this year for the Olympics, to also at the same time buy and experience the Gundam experience in Japan this year. So there's actually quite a lot of tons of content there. Go and check it out. It will only last for 1.5 months, so it will close by September 30th, 12 midnight. So there you have it, folks, and let's talk about the Master Grade Gundam Eclipse a little bit more. I would love to hear from you guys if you agree with my opinions earlier. Do you think that the Master Grade Eclipse Gundam look a little bit too white? Maybe it needs a little bit more color, and also whether you agree that it is going to be quite a challenging kit to transform. I think for those of you who have built those transformation Zeta kids would know what I'm talking about. But till then, I hope you guys stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys down at the comment section below. Do add me at the comment section if you have any questions regarding Gunpla or Gundam. Alright, until then, I will see you guys very soon.